According to humans, humans are the smartest species on Earth. This conclusion is based on our ability to use tools, complete puzzles, self-awareness, and learning new information. As smart as humans, or mankind, is, we as a species have mistakenly in the past underestimated the intelligence of other animals. Perhaps this mistake is due to the fact that we've always judged the intelligence of other animals based on the same testing used to test the intelligence of other humans. After all, humans, birds, pigs, elephants, and really all other animals aren't designed the same, so it doesn't truly test each animal's intelligence accurately. A quote that I like by Albert Einstein, but doesn't exactly refer to all animals, is, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." Today, scientists have discovered our flaws in testing, and in the process have learned that many animals are much more intelligent than we had previously given them credit for. What scientists can't agree on, however, is what species are the most intelligent. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing animals that are more intelligent than most give them credit for, but I won't be sharing them in any particular order. Before we get started though, be sure to like this video and subscribe to come along on the Say What journey. It's completely free. Let's start with the type of bird. A bird that defies the saying bird brain, and a bird that often gets confused with a crow. A raven. A raven's intelligence is often rated alongside a chimpanzee's and a dolphin's. These birds have the ability to imitate human words.
Mischief, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good bird.
And different sounds, like a car engine starting, a toilet flushing, and even the sound of a wolf to scare off predators. They've been spotted using sticks with curves as well, in order to get an insect out of a hole in a tree. And if they think they're being watched, they'll pretend to hide food in one location, but actually take it to another place to hide. These birds have also been known to throw or push rocks at people trying to climb to their nest, and play dead next to a dead animal, possibly as a way to make other ravens believe that there's something wrong with that particular dead animal, and then keep the meal to themselves. Puzzles with as many as 7 steps also don't seem to faze ravens. Watch this raven explore with the water level in order to retrieve its treat. They have the ability to solve them rather easily in order to receive a treat. Ravens have also been spotted organizing funerals for other ravens, using gestures to get other birds' attention, and creating and playing their own games for entertainment, like keep the stick in the air. Ravens will grab a stick, fly up in the air, and then drop that stick. They then fly down and try to catch that stick before it hits the ground, and then repeat the process. Another animal that doesn't often receive the intelligent card, but should, is a rat. Yes, a rat. Actually, before I share why they're considered intelligent, did you know that certain species of rats are excellent swimmers and can hold their breath for up to 3 minutes? Pretty cool, right? Anywho, moving on. Once a rat learns something, it's rare that they're going to forget it. They have excellent memories and can learn new information well. They can play fetch, jump through hoops, walk tight ropes, and be taught to solve puzzles, sometimes better than humans. At a university in Belgium, 2 colleagues gave 2 cognitive learning tasks to lab rats and students. The colleagues trained both groups to distinguish between good and bad patterns, and then tested their ability to apply the information that they learned. The test that focused on one dimension, the rats and humans performed equally. But on the test that focused on 2 dimensions, the rats performed better than the humans. Rats also have the ability to accurately sniff out people that have TB, better than one screening, and have received medal rewards for sniffing out landmines, making the land safer for humans to use. This next animal has a brain about the size of a grass seed, yet they're pretty remarkable. Bees have shown that they have the ability to count and add. A team at a university in Melbourne tested this ability by using colors to communicate with the bees. Blue for addition, yellow for subtraction, and a series of shapes for the numbers. Each bee was placed into a Y-shaped maze and shown 1 to 5 shapes that were either blue or yellow. If the shapes were blue, they needed to fly towards the photo containing an additional shape. If it was yellow, they needed to fly to the one with one fewer. To ensure the bees weren't choosing the correct answer based on whether it had more or less of the shapes, researchers sometimes made the incorrect choices more and sometimes less than the correct one. Less challenging, but still impressive, is the fact that bees have shown the ability to solve puzzles. Here, the bee is rolling a ball into a circle, knowing that they're going to receive a sugary treat when completing their task. Next up, the raccoon, otherwise known as the little bandit. Intelligent little bandit, that is. Raccoons can be trained to ride bikes, sweep floors, dance, and do a slew of other things. In fact, psychologists once looked at raccoons over rats to study their intelligence, but they proved to be a bit too mischievous and always had the urge to escape, so rats became the chosen ones. That's not to say that their intelligence isn't studied at all. In 2009, scientists completed an experiment based on the crow and the pitcher fable. 8 raccoons were given stones in a tube of water with pieces of marshmallows floating in them. But the marshmallows were just out of their reach. In the beginning, the raccoons responded similar to how the birds and children did in the study. It took a bit of training. To train them, researchers balanced a stone on the rim of the tube, which fell into the tube when the raccoons attempted to get the marshmallow, bringing that marshmallow closer to them. After seeing this, a couple of raccoons began to drop the stones into the tubes themselves. Others developed their own strategies, like climbing up the tube with a 25-pound base and shaking it until it tipped over, and they could retrieve the marshmallow. Smart little critters. If movies like Babe or Charlotte's Web
I'm speaking to whoever spoke to me last night.
have influenced your thoughts of a pig at all, you likely already know they're pretty darn smart. They actually play video games. No, not Fortnite or Valorant, but they can use the combination of a digital screen and a monitor operated using their snout in order to receive a treat. In other words, pigs are able to understand that the joystick controls what's happening on the screen, and that what they accomplish on that screen gets them a treat. But if that's not impressive enough, what about a surfing pig? A pig that can use tools, or at least items in their environment, to accomplish their goals, and the fact that they can complete puzzles. One pig even saved her owner's life. One of Lulu the pig's owners went out fishing. The other one stayed home, but ended up having a heart attack. Lulu tried to call for help, but no one heard her call. So she decided to break out of her backyard, causing her to get all cut up. She proceeded to go to the road and lie down, waiting for someone to stop for her rather than drive by. Thankfully, one guy did, which led him to finding Lulu's owner, which saved her life. Medical personnel say that if it would have taken 15 minutes longer, she likely wouldn't have made it. Now let's talk about elephants, the animal with a brain 3 times larger than a human's. Not to say that they're smarter than humans, but they are smart. They have the ability to mimic human voices. Not perfectly, but considering they're not human, it's impressive. Listen. Amazing. Elephants also have exceptional memories. Studies have shown that they have the ability to remember experiences from when they were babies as adults, and that they can be separated from other elephants for long periods of time and bond with that same elephant immediately when they're reunited. These animals have also shown the ability to use tools like sticks to itch themselves and sticks and grass as a fly swatter. Researchers were impressed in a study completed in 2010 when an elephant used a large plastic block to step on and prop himself up high enough to reach a fruit that he had wanted. Over time, the elephant realized that the more things that he stacked, the higher he could reach. What about squirrels? How intelligent are they? Some researchers believe they're more intelligent than dogs, just less compliant than them. While there most definitely needs to be more studies done on a squirrel's intelligence, ones that have been completed have shown just how sneaky and determined these little animals can be. Researchers have watched squirrels pretend to bury a nut, but actually hide the nut in their armpit if they feel like they're being watched. We can also see these squirrels' determination ourselves. When these critters want something, giving up is not an option for them. Even if you find a way to stop them for a period of time, they will likely figure out a way to receive what they want again over time. The next animal I'm going to share lives in the ocean and isn't a mammal or a bird. It's an octopus, an animal with 9 brains. They have the largest brain-to-body ratio of any invertebrate. They've shown their ability to complete mazes, solve tricky tasks in order to receive an award, and escape what seems impossible. My personal favorite story of an octopus is the one with the missing fish in the lab. Scientists kept noticing that fish were missing from their lab, so they decided to set up a camera to find out what was happening. What they found was that the octopus within that lab was getting out of his own tank, walking over to the fish tank, getting inside, stealing the fish, and going back to his own tank to close himself inside before anybody noticed. Absolutely wild. Now, you may be wondering why I didn't include chimpanzees and dolphins on this list. After all, they are intelligent animals. But my goal here was to share the less known ones. I will, however, be creating a dedicated video to each of these animals, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Do you know of any other animals that should have been included on this list? Let me know in the comments below. See you all in the next video.